Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Lily and welcome. Thanks for stopping by to see what we have going on today. As you can probably see from the description box below, we are going to be doing an unboxing and a first impression of the bag that is the brand Polène. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but this is a brand that I had discovered accidentally on YouTube, saw some reviewers talking about it, and just absolutely fell in love with the style and the craftsmanship of the items. And what's so great about it was that when I went to visit their website, looked a little bit at their items, the price point was just incredible for the style and for the quality, as I could tell from the website as well as from the other reviewers. So what we're going to be looking at today is sort of a first impression of whether this is a brand that is a good quality and is worth the price point. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to preface this by saying that I purchased 3 items, and of these 3, 2 of them I had already opened up from the box and looked at it, inspected it, and am just really excited about these items. I figured that, I didn't want to waste your time going through unboxing of the 3 items. So I have saved 1 item that I haven't opened. We'll go through the unboxing so you can see how its presentation is when you first receive it, what's included in the box, and for the other 2 items, do a quick first impression. So for the first item that we have here, it came in this beautiful box. And do I have it on the, oops, excuse me. Let me flip it back around here. It came in this beautiful box. It's like a, really nice white box that has sort of a shimmer to it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up here, but really pretty. It came, of course, in, the cardboard box, but I just threw all that away because it was really dirty and I didn't want that in my room here. So anyways, it came like this. So what's really interesting about the brand is that they differentiate and name their bags by numbers. So not necessarily a name per se, but by numbers. And so what we see here is this is numero un for the bag that I had chosen. And for this bag, sorry, just looking here really quickly at my notes, this is called the number 1 Nano. And this is in the taupe color and it's textured leather. So let's go ahead and open this up to see what it looks like. I believe this is also one of the more popular bags from this brand. So I'm really excited to do this unboxing with you all. So that's what the front, back looks like. Let's go ahead and open it up. This is what it looks like. Has a pretty tissue paper and then the brand sticker here. So we're gonna go ahead and just tear that up. Kind of hard doing this with one hand here, so I really don't have good balance. So once you open it up, you see that there's the dust bag right here, and then you see sort of like a little hint into what that bag is like. What I really like about this brand, I'm just gonna take this out for you to see, is that the dust bag is so nice. Like, it's really thick quality. And I'm saying this because, when you look at Louis Vuitton bags, when you look at some of the Chanel bags, it's really not this soft. Like, of course you can't feel it, but I really wish you guys could. But essentially it's just so thick, so soft, and you can tell it's a very good quality dust bag. So just from the fact that the dust bag is really nice, quality, it makes me feel like this brand is pretty good. So just really simply says Polène. This is their logo here. I'm not exactly sure what it represents, but certainly there you go. All right, so just a drawstring dust bag. And here we go. That's a pretty bag. So this is what the number 1 Nano looks like. And for some of you folks who are familiar with the brand, you probably know that this is a very popular bag that they have. When I first saw this, I was just like, it's so pretty. It's really interesting. The brand is giving me sort of Celine vibes a little bit, and then you'll see what I mean when I show you the other 2 bags. But this bag is really nice. Ooh. Okay, so one thing I just noticed right now is that there seems to be like a little residue mark here. I'm not sure if you can see that, like right there. It looks like glue or something, but it's kind of shiny. I'm a little disappointed. Okay, well, that's no good. I may need to contact them because, I mean, like, my eye just zoned in right on it. And I'm not particularly someone who is very detail oriented, so the fact that I could see it right away is giving me a little bit of hesitation here. So that's unfortunate. But anyways, going back to the bag itself first, since we're doing like an unboxing and first impression, the color again is taupe. It's really, really pretty. This is a Nano. And it has this nice top handle. And what I like is that, you know, when you have a bag in the car, you don't necessarily have to like grab the whole strap. You could just grab the top handle and then get out of the car and just off you go. So I really like the option of the top handle. Like I said, I looked at the other two bags already and I was really happy with those. For this one, a little disappointed with that little, you know, glue residue there. But otherwise, looking at the stitching, it is very, very well made. The stitching looks really nice. And, you know, a lot of times you can tell from that, right? So again, this is a textured leather. Their bags are made of calfskin leather. And it just seems, this one just seems very durable. I feel like it looks a little pebbled. They did have other options that were smooth leather, but knowing me, I'm not a very careful person, so I wanted to make sure that I get a bag that was more durable per se. So I like this. So looks very nice from the back. It has a little pocket here. I'm just looking here and I don't know if it's my eye or what, but I just feel like, does it look like there's a little bit wider? Like this comes up more and this side comes down a little bit more. Like it's not very even from my angle here. And I don't know if it's just me or if you all feel the same way, but I'm a little disappointed here. But yeah, but the stitching itself is really nice. And then what I like about this brand is that the logo is very indistinct. So it's just small Polène. This bag comes in sort of like a light gold hardware, and I really like gold, so I think it's perfect. And what's really cute is that it has little feet on the bottom. See that? Let me just take a look here. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, and then on each foot, there is the brand. I'm not sure if you can see it, but each foot has the brand on it. So very nice. So yeah, so going a little bit into how this looks right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 adjustable notches on the strap. So, you know, depending on how tall or how short you are, you can adjust it, which is a very nice option. And let's go ahead and open this. So what I really liked about this bag, obviously you see sort of like this crease structure here. It's certainly a very structured bag and it's very light, which I really appreciate because, you know, when you're walking around, when you're doing shopping, when you're going somewhere, as a female, I really appreciate not having to, you know, have very heavy items on my shoulder, especially when you're nowadays getting a little older and sitting in front of the computer all the time. It already increases like the knots in our shoulders, so we don't really need to have any heavier bags to add on top of that, right? So I really appreciate the fact that this is very, very light. So how you open this is you open up this clasp here, and if you look, nice. Okay, so they have the plastic protective layer on here of the hardware, which is really nice. But yeah, go ahead and open it and look at that. That's really pretty. I really like this shape, you know, it's just very unique. So this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna open up, all right, I'm sorry, and I'm going to take out the stuffing that we have in here. Nice wad of paper here going on. And then when you open it up, it's just like that. So let's see if I can fit my hand in here comfortably. Okay, yeah, so I can certainly fit my hand in here really comfortably and without any issues. Let's look at what this tag says. This is what the tag says over here. And it basically says the material. Oh yeah, so I actually have this written down here so I could tell you as well. For this one, the lining is actually 100% cotton, and we already know that this is the textured leather. And when you look here, again, it's very indistinct. It says Polène made in Spain right over here. And there's a pretty decent back pocket, which you could probably fit, you know, some, I don't know, makeup items or like little cards, receipts, but really nice. So the thing that's pretty neat about this is that you could, look at that, you could unsnap the buttons and give it more room. So you could fit your hand in here to take things out and put things in. And I really like that feature. I just think that, you know, having options like that is really nice. So again, the gold hardware. Now let's see what it looks like if I keep it unbuttoned like that and snap the closure back on. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, it's pretty easy. I would say that it's not difficult to close. It pretty much snaps into place by itself. One of the pet peeves I have with bags is that, well, first, it has to be light. It needs to be easy to get into and get out, especially when you're like doing something, running errands. You don't want to spend forever trying to snap a bag open, right, or close. So I really like that. So that's nice. And if we close it back up again here, see how it looks like this? Certainly a much more relaxed look to it, right? It's not as nice and scrunched up as earlier because we had kept it open, but I think it still looks really cute, looks really nice. So again, in comparison, let's go ahead and pop these back in again. And then pop it up. And then it looks, actually, I'm not sure. Can you tell the difference? Regardless, I think I just love these little crevices here. I love the structure. I think it's cute, it's elegant, it's simple. And honestly, this color works very well with a lot of outfits. I don't even have a bag in, oh, I'm sorry, I just lied. I do have a bag in this color. I have a Celine in this color, but I just think that, you know, this is such a very nice neutral color that would go with a lot of things. So I'm really happy with how this bag looks and how light it is and how I'm sure it will function. But again, not that happy about sort of what I'm seeing here. So we'll have to figure that out. Maybe I just got an anomaly, you know, when I saw some of the YouTube videos, no one really mentioned any issues with their bag like that. But again, it's very, very minute. You can barely notice it. But again, it's just really bothering me. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on. And here we go. Oops, sorry about that. It's a little loud. I got all the tissue paper here. But yeah, so this is what it looks like on. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. I really like this. So light, so light. It's like nothing. The fact that you don't feel it on even when you have nothing in there makes me feel really good, because a lot of bags, you put it on with nothing in it and it's, you know, kind of heavy. You can feel it. So this is a really good sign. And so this is what the #1 Nano looks like. All right, so moving on to the next Polène item. I already unboxed both of these and you could probably see it right here. I am actually using one of them and I really, really like it. So let's go ahead with the first one that I have in this bag here. So again, the beautiful, beautiful, and let me move that one out of the way so you don't see it yet and you can focus on this one first. Yeah, so again, the same really nice bag, right? And it's really, really big, this one. Oh, and I'm so sorry, I didn't even mention how much this one was. This one was 260 USD, which I think is pretty incredible. I mean, you look at a Marc Jacobs bag and that's about like, you know, 100 to even like 400 or 500 nowadays, right? And Marc Jacobs is really good quality, but the fact that, you know, this style, like you don't see this very often, and I just think it's so nice. So for that price, it's not bad at all. And about this brand, I read a little bit of on their website. They source their leather from Italian, Spanish, and French tanneries. So you know, pretty good quality, I would say. These bags are actually all made in Spain from what I saw from the, you know, tags there. So very, very nice. So again, $260, which I find incredible. Now, moving on to this one, obviously, there's such a big size difference, right? This is a tote bag. And this bag is called the Cabas. And again, I apologize if I've been pronouncing and butchering all these words here, but let's go ahead and open it and see what it looks like. Look at that. I really love this one. Isn't that just so pretty? So again, this is in the same taupe color as the number one that we just saw. So, well, they call it both taupe, but I'm not sure if it really is the same color. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is. It is the same color. So I really like this color. I think it's such a great color that you could wear for winter and for summer, kind of like year round. So I wanted another tote bag because I wanted to kind of alternate, you know, bags for putting my laptop in, you know, for work. And if I wanted a bag that wasn't that loud and didn't scream like a brand name, this was a nice, like, toned down version, because see it at the very bottom here. I don't even know if you can see it. See, there you go. Polène. So that's the only place you see the brand. So this bag is also grained leather, and this one was more expensive. This is probably one of the more expensive bags on their website. This is 490 USD. So one thing I want to mention before I forget later is that the pricing for all of their bags includes taxes. So these bags all shipped to me from Spain. I'm in the US. The pricing that I'm telling you right now is the final pricing at checkout. The only thing you're going to be paying for is the shipping. So it's 20 USD per bag. And again, this bag is 490 USD. So you add 20 USD to that. So you're paying 510 for this bag, including shipping and everything, which I thought was, you know, honestly fairly reasonable. But anyways, going a little bit back into the bag itself, do you get what I'm saying? That it reminds me a little bit of Celine. The Celine bags, like the style. I don't know why, but it really just does. So it's very simple. I love sort of the pleats that are here, and I really, really like this drawstring. Like, well, it's not really a drawstring. It's just like a, you know, it's just like a portion of the leather hanging here, but just giving it that extra style. And I think it's really, really elegant. So what's really neat about this bag is that when you open it, and let me show you what it looks like, there's just one big magnetic closure at the very top, and it's really strong. So it feels good. Yeah, it feels really good. And so when you open it, it's just a big hole. So, you know, like any tote bag, it's a, you may lose your things if you don't have an organizer, if you don't have pouches. So just something to be mindful of. And what's really nice about this is that you have options to style it. So let me show you what I mean. You see how there are gold buttons here, right? So you can go ahead and sort of close those, push those buttons together on each side, push the buttons on this side too, and then you look at this bag and it gives it like a different style. Do you see that? And I just love it. I think it's so versatile. Kind of reminds me of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, how you can sort of scrunch it up a little bit or widen it up. Gives me the same vibes, but it doesn't scream in your face. It's much more toned down, and I really love that fact. So really nice option there. And of course, if you didn't want that, you could just unbutton it and then give it more like a looser structure here and just, you know, have it like that, right? As we saw earlier. So going into the bag itself, this bag has a suede interior. Really nice. And I will say that the bottom is fairly supportive. I'm not sure, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know, but I do plan to fit my 15-inch laptop in here. I know from some of the YouTube videos I've seen, people are able to fit a lot in here, their laptops, their iPads, umbrellas, water bottles, and I can totally see that, you know. So very, very nice. Very sturdy. Like, this bag certainly is a lot heavier than the number one that we saw earlier, but again, it is a tote bag. There's a lot more leather to it, but just certainly is able to fit a lot. I can definitely do a what fits in my bag video later on for this, but again, this one is just sort of an first impression sort of video. So if you look inside, notice that the bottom is, yeah, the bottom is also suede. And if you look on the bottom here, what I like about their bags is that they all have feet, at least the three that I've acquired. and also Polène, and it's like a nice gold hardware down here. And again, of course, the grained leather. So very, very nice, very pretty. I'm really happy with this purchase. And all of them do, again, come with this little tag here that just tells you, you know, materials, everything. Its lining is 100% velvet microfiber. Main material is full grain Italian calf skin. So very nice. And just to show you really quickly what it looks like on me, it's just like that. All right, so this was the leg Cabas. All right, so now moving on to the last item that I have here, and the one that I am using currently. This, as you may have seen already a little bit in the background there, is this beautiful bag. And this bag is the Cabas number 12. So this one is in the color chalk, and it's a textured leather. And this one is less expensive than this one that we just went over. This one is 390 USD. This is 490 USD. And again, it includes taxes and everything, right? You just pay for the additional $20 shipping per bag. So $100 less than the other bag. And the material, I will say, I feel like this one here was a lot softer. This one feels like it's a little bit more durable, feels a little bit more like the number 1 Uno. But this is such a pretty color, isn't it? I just really, really adore it. I think it's so nice. Okay, so this is kind of fat and heavy now because I have a lot of stuff in here. Now, we're not going to be doing a what's in my bag review, but I'll just quickly show you what I have in here so you can have an idea of what fits. So what's nice about this bag is that you can use it top handle, right? So also a really nice bag for work, for every day, or if you want, you could use it, whoops, as a shoulder bag like that. So I really like it. So, all right. Again, this is the same top closure idea where it has the snap closure like that, and then a big black hole. So just real quickly, just gonna remove what I have in here. Some hand sanitizer wipes, my little pouch for receipts, my sunscreen lotion, my sunglasses case, and with the sunglasses in here, my blue light glasses, one of my pouches for like makeup, and, you know, toiletry stuff, you know, feminine products, the same thing here. I just have a lot of stuff in here. And a spray for hand sanitizer. Finally, I have a little tissue packet. So that is all I have in here, and I still had a little bit more room to probably fit an iPad. But just to show you what it looks like now. So when we open it, I didn't remove the tag because I wanted to show you everything. This is what it looks like inside. So for this one, the inside is a it's also a suede lining, and it's kind of this color here is, you know, tan color, which is really nice. And on the bottom, actually, this is a leather. This is leather down here. All right, let me check really quick what this one was down here. For the one this one was completely suede. So this one was completely suede, suede lining. This one has leather. So I feel like because it's leather, oh yeah, it's definitely more structured, so it could hold up more. Like it probably wouldn't like droop as much because it's leather, but we'll have to see. From how I'm using it right now, it definitely hasn't drooped. So really nice, and just like a big, again, it's like a little tote, right? So I've noticed, like with their brand, they have a lot, their bags, at least the 3 of these bags, they have the ability, you have the ability to customize it, which I like. So there's magnets here on the side, and it's currently, magnets are pretty strong, so you see how this is structured like this. So if I open up the if I unmagnetize, that's not even a word, demagnetize? Okay, that's not a word. Forget what you know what I'm trying to say. If I open this up, and, you know, the magnets aren't closed anymore, it would look like this, and then I can, again, connect the magnets together, and it then looks like a boat bag. Now, how cool is that? right? So I love how you can just sort of customize it to your preference of that day, that specific moment in time. Although I'm not sure if I would wear it like this. It's nice that there's the option. It may suit some of you folks out there, but certainly gives it a lot more room in here. So if you open it out like that, you know, a lot more room, right? But it does tend to come apart if you open it, it seems. So you really just have to let it stick like that in a little boat bag. What you can also do, and it does come with a little, oh, it's interesting. This one didn't come with a card. Now I wonder why. Okay, but for both of these two tote bags, it came with a little card that showed you how to like various ways to wear this bag. Another way was you could kind of like knot these two pieces of leather together, and then you would give it like a more ruched look here. I haven't really looked too much into it, but you know, that it would be something like this. So I really like these options. So I just went up and to retrieve one other item that came with this bag. On their website, I think they would get more people potentially, because you know, I'm a very visual person. On their website for this bag, they had really nice pictures, but they didn't even have any pictures of, you know, the supplemental item that came with this bag. So you have to go and read, and God forbid, you know how much we love to read. At least for me, I'm, you know, tend to skim over things, but there is an item that comes with this bag, and that item is a pouch, and that is included in the $390. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I just think the price point is incredible for the quality you're getting and for how much of it you're getting. So the little pouch that came with this bag looks like this. Isn't that cute? And I just, you know, this leather is so soft. I feel like, I don't know why, maybe it's the way it's just formed. I feel like the leather here is softer than the leather here for some reason. And I guess it makes sense because this is like more against all the elements, and this is more like, you know, a pouch within a bag, perhaps. But I love this little pouch, and it can hold quite a bit. So I have it currently configured like this, but it came attached to the bag. There is an inner like D-ring here, kind of. Yep, right there. See that little gold hardware? This was attached to this area when it first came, but I just removed it because I just took this out for like a quick errand run, just because I didn't want to carry the whole bag with me. It would have been too heavy. So yeah, so real quick about this little tag here. This one, again, very similar format, looks like that. And it just says main material, Italian calfskin lining, 100% velvet microfiber. So that's what the interior of this is like. But yeah, this pouch certainly fits quite a bit, surprisingly. It's very soft, and because of that, it's quite flexible. So you could really, it's not constraining. So just to show you very quickly what I have in here, I have a pen in here, my hand lotion, my gift card little pouch. Oh, I switched my pouches around again now. So if you saw my last video, my credit card pouch, my key, my AirPods, my eyedropper, and my chapstick. And one other item that could fit in here, including all the ones I just showed you, is my cell phone. And I have an iPhone 12 Pro, but of course it's not in here because I'm using it to film this video for you all. And so hence that is why. But yeah, so after you remove all of that, it's the same material as the bag, that microfiber velvet material. It's so soft. And you see how like spacious it is in here. It's just so nice. There is, I do not see a branding within the inner you know, parts of this bag. The only brand you see is Polène, made in Spain on the top here. So that's it. Yeah, so that is it for my Polène haul. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any of these items, whether you had any issues with sort of like, you know, that little residue that we saw earlier on the #1 Nano. Again, might have just been an anomaly on my end. Yeah, so let me know if you have any of these how you like them, how you're using them, how it's fared after so long. I personally think that for the price point that you're getting with these bags, it really is quite incredible, because you know, nowadays just a simple bag could be a couple $100, and this is like $3.90, you know, with the pouch and this, and it's Italian leather. So I just really like the style, and that's what drew me to this brand. I think it's so classy. The way it looks, it's very minimalistic, yet, you know, it could pair well with anything. It's just very elegant. So for the price point, so far I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. I think, you know, I'll have to use this more often, and then after I use it a little bit, I could certainly do a review and certainly what fits in my bag video later on. But as for now, this is all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed it again, and thank you again so much for dropping by, for viewing my video. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, bye.